Is anyone actually surprised that he's got one of these now? Because for some reason when I saw him with one, it made sense. I'm just saying, if anybody was going to have a 20mm anti-tank rifle, it was going to be Kentucky Ballistics. I'm just surprised I haven't seen one before now. Guys, I mean, what is there really to say right now except Kentucky Ballistics has a 20mm anti-tank rifle? I don't want to know where he got it. I don't want to know how he got it. But once again, we're here for standard Kentuckian behavior, Warpugs. And I hope you're in for it because, my God, I am ready to see this go down. Now, the big question for me is, what is he going to shoot with this? And if he's going to be able to get the slow-mo guys in on this, because I have a distinct feeling rounds for this thing are going to be monstrously expensive. Warpugs, Kentucky Ballistics is one of the best gun channels, period. And one of the best channels that I've seen on the entirety of the platform. And continues to be so. Scott is a pretty cool dude. It's just his story, the story behind the put a thumb in it shirt, the amount of things that he does. He's just a guy that likes to shoot guns. And Warpugs, if you have not seen Kentucky Ballistics yet, you're in for a treat. I highly recommend you subscribe to him. We're just going to jump right into this. We're going to see what happens when you give a Kentuckian a 20mm. I have nothing else. Let's get into it.
What in the world is that? Oh, this is my 20mm anti-tank rifle. Looks pretty old. Oh yeah, it's pretty old. It was made around World War II.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, seems like a great idea. How about your ammo? I'm sure you've got some fresh ammo for it, right? No, actually, I have some original ammo, and this is about 100 years old. You know, you're not the sharpest crayon in the shed, are you? Your 15-inch neck scar isn't tingling or anything. You're not having like second thoughts. No, I don't really see a problem at all. Wait, what are you doing? I'm calling an ambulance just in advance. Hello, I need an ambulance sent to my location. Dude, right? I don't need an ambulance. No, I don't need to know where to dig. I think you called 811. No, I need an ambulance. Right now.
Warpugs, oh God, help us all.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and I'm super excited about today's video because today I get to feed my big bore addiction. I am dedicated to bringing you the biggest guns in the world, and today I have one of the largest guns I have ever seen in my entire life. I present to you the Solothurn 20mm anti-tank rifle. So just for comparison's sake, today I brought out a Barrett M82A1. This thing has a 20-inch barrel and is chambered in 50 BMG, which is a gigantic round. But this gun, compared to the Solothurn, looks like a deer rifle.
Yes.
This thing right here weighs roughly 120 to 130 pounds.
It looks like a graphic. It doesn't look real. It looks like a computer-generated graphic. I half expect little infographs to appear next to him, just because that gun is so huge. It doesn't look like it's actually there. That is bizarre to say. He's done some work in the yard, though.
It's about 7 foot long, and it's chambered in the Solothurn 20mm round, which is 20 by 138 millimeters. Okay, so let me just show you what we're working with here. This is the Barrett 50 BMG mag, and that is not a small magazine. That is very large, but when it's compared to the Solothurn mag, I mean, it just dwarfs it. And here's your top view, and that is a
I have concerns, my guy.
Pretty big difference. So the 50 BMG mag holds 10 rounds of 50 BMG, while the Solothurn holds 8 rounds of 20 millimeter, and it is a semi-automatic rifle. Now the 50 BMG has 660 grain rounds, while the 20 by 138 millimeter is packing a 2,330 grain round. So now let me show you the 20 by 138 millimeter 20 millimeter round compared to some rounds you may be familiar with. So here it is compared to a 22 long rifle, 50 BMG 700 Nitro Express, that's one of the largest safari cartridges in the world, 338 Lapua Magnum, 30-06, 223, and 9 millimeter. And for those of you who are not around firearms that much, here is the 20 millimeter compared to a Kimball soup can, and here it is compared to a 12-ounce soda. And yes, it's soda, not pop, not cola, soda.
When he's holding up a shell that big, it's whatever he wants to call it, okay?
And if you also love Mellow Yellow as much as I do,
I don't.
Hit that subscribe button. And if you don't like Mellow Yellow, well, you should hit that subscribe button anyways, because we got some good stuff here.
I'm feeling threatened based off the fact that shell is huge.
All right, it's finally time to shoot this thing, and I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't just a little bit nervous, you know, due to past events.
Yeah.
But I am also very excited. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this firearm while we load it. So this thing has a very, very stout spring for the recoil system. So stout that you cannot pull it back. So this thing has a literal bike chain inside it and a crank. So your crank is right here, pulls out, and then you literally just start cranking it. We'll do 1, 2, 3, and now it is all the way back. But before you shoot it, you have to return this back to the starting position. So now you'll go backwards, 3 cranks, and then you're ready to go. Here's a closer look for you. That is what pulls the bolt back. A literal bike chain. You may be thinking this thing is going to have a tremendous amount of recoil, but sadly, I don't think it's going to. Because of its weight, its muzzle brake, and it has a reciprocating barrel, it actually tames the recoil quite a bit. So that kind of makes me sad, but I still think it's going to be a blast.
It has that, or else you dislocate your shoulder when you fire it.
You have 2 options for your sights. You have iron sights, which that just flips up. And then you have a scope here on the side, and this one is actually still crystal clear. So I'm going to put the mag in now, but we're going to have a little bit of a surprise when I do. That's one of its nifty features. As soon as you put that mag in, it's going to load the first round. But after you go through your entire 8-round mag, it will lock the bolt back and automatically eject the mag. And I'm sure you may notice that the berm looks a little bit different. And
I had noticed.
That's because we had to take extra safety precautions when shooting this gun. When it comes to rounds this big, you do not want to shoot at anything angled, even dirt. You need a flat surface. So, came out here with my tractor and gave my berm a facelift. Normally I would just lay on the ground, but I am oh so sweaty, and I do not want to pick up a bunch of dirt and grass. So I'm gonna lay on a piece of cardboard today. Oh yeah. Get situated here. Okay, let's ride the lightning.
Oh my god, the only thing that he has is bigger than that is the artillery piece that is the punt gun. This, if it didn't have the if it didn't have the barrel, if it didn't have everything else that it does, the weight, all that kind of stuff, shooting this thing would give you a spinal realignment. Oh!
Holy cow!
Not nearly the amount of recoil I thought was going to be, even with all the things that go with it.
Oh my gosh! Dude! Okay, it ejected the mag. that is stinking awesome. I totally just fell in love. Something I failed to mention about the Solothurn, you'll notice here this trigger is absolutely huge. It's actually a 2-finger trigger. Not 1 finger, 2, and it is very stout and takes a very long time to pull it back. So that means you better have some flinch control because you have to keep those sights lined up for quite a while. All right, ignore this hole. That may have been when we were making sure the gun was safe. Just take a look at this hole. Spray painted a big circle here. I was aiming about here. We hit right there, and I have to tell you, that looks pretty deep. That's a big old hole. I mean,
yeah.
Get my whole arm in there. So this gun is pretty old, and from what I understand, it has not been fired much, and ammo is not exactly easy to find.
No.
So I want to know if these rounds are good enough to actually get this thing to cycle. So I have 3 rounds, and we're going to take another whack at it. Just going to watch my fingers. You definitely don't want them anywhere near that bolt when it closes.
Oh my God. What the world was thrown? A feather? There went the mag. The mag actually hit him in the shoulder. My God.
Holy cow, dude. Holy cow. Ejected the mag. Look at the ground right here where this bipod is digging into the ground. Look at this side over here. Just eating the dirt. But, sadly, she not be kicking. Okay, I think I have established that the gun will function 100%. I'm tired of shooting dirt. Let's just take a few shots at a few targets and see what kind of energy transfer we get out of this 20 millimeter.
A new way to water your yard. Incoming.
That mag is already just out because I only loaded 1 round. Okay, let me get lined up here. I'm going to use the scope this time. Kind of hard to get up on it.
Oh my God.
Honestly, I'm surprised I hit that. Shooting 1 5-gallon.
Let's look at that again. Hold on. So he hit really down. There it is right there. Look at this. Yeah, he hit the edge of the water. But look at what happens to the ground. You can see everything adjusting. Oh my God. Watch this area right here once that thing hits. Look, that entire area just shifts up. I just love this. Jesus.
Honestly, I'm surprised I hit that. Shooting 1 5-gallon water jug definitely was not enough, but we still put one heck of a whopping on that thing. Okay, I hit here and blew out the side.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking I'm hitting a little to the left. Actually, I was wrong. Looked at the slow-mo footage. Turns out I hit to the right.
Mm-hmm.
So this time I'm going to aim a little bit to the left, and I'm going to be shooting at a 4-inch cinder block, which honestly, that's literally like a piece of paper to this 20.
True.
Let's see if we can actually hit this thing.
Vaporized. Oh, good God. There it is. Look at how the ground just kind of just completely and totally shifts. And it looks like it's like you can just see everything expanding over this way. Everything expanding, contracting. Everything being forced up. Ugh. Look at that. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'd say we hit it.
I'd say so.
I'd say my earplugs were not in all the way. So at this distance, it looks like I am hitting about 5 inches to the right and a little low. So that time I aimed at the edge of the cinder block and I almost hit dead center. We pretty much turned this to gravel, no problem. Now I'm kind of curious to how much concrete we could actually make it through this thing, but that's for another day. I do have one more target for today's video though, and I'm pretty excited about it. So our last target is going to answer an age-old question. What would a 20mm anti-tank rifle do to a zombie?
I'm here for it.
Cicada shell. Those are always fun. Get this thing loaded up one last time.
This show, this production restores my faith in humanity and in America because we could always use more DACA.
Ah, such a big mag.
Oh my God.
Let's see if my Kentucky windage is true. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're going back. We're going back. We gotta go back. We have to go back. Dude, it actually, the skull is screaming. So he hit right below the left eye socket. Look, the skull is actually screaming. Oh my God. Hey, look, it's the alien from Mars Attacks, guys. What are you doing? What are you doing? There's nothing left of that thing.
Okey-dokey. I'd say I hit it.
I'd say you did.
I was aiming very high and to the left. I was almost aiming above his head to the left, and we still managed to hit the cheekbone on this side. So I know that my consistency with these rounds is a little bit off, but still, we did a lot of damage. We painted this berm, and I feel like we're about to open up a portal to another dimension from all these rounds of 20 mil hitting my berm. Well, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it.
Of course we did.
Let me know what you thought about the 20mm Solothurn in the comment section down below, and let me know what you'd like to see me do with it next. Did you really think that you were gonna get out of this video without getting destroyed? If you did indeed enjoy today's video, be sure and give it a like. And if you're not subscribed to Kentucky Ballistics, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Dude.
Oh, that's very satisfying. Ow! Stupid horse flies! Also, be sure and check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, where you can pick up a shirt that is not drenched in sweat. Unless you want one that's drenched in sweat, and I don't know, maybe we can do that for you. I don't know. I'll talk to Bunker Brady. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. And I'll see you next time.
I really must ask this man what happened. What happened between him and Tables? I have nothing. The man now has a 20 millimeter. The man now has a 20 millimeter. This is a happy guy right here, okay? This is a happy person, okay? This... I don't even know what to say about this. I've only seen things like this. I've only seen these guns in historical films and video games. I have never seen anyone actually fire this thing. Oh my god. I don't even want to consider how much this cost. I don't even want to consider how much the rounds for this thing cost or how he got them to begin with. At this point, it's just amazing. And quite frankly, I don't want to offer suggestions. I just want to see him fire this thing at anything. The amount of, oh my god. I have known that these existed. They were used in World War II against, of course, tanks and, you know, armored vehicles, half-tracks, things like that. But I never thought I'd actually see someone firing the thing today. This was something else. Warpugs, if you enjoyed this, leave a comment down below. This is the reason the internet exists. I've said it over and over and over again. Where are you ever going to see anybody doing stuff like this? God bless him. Warpugs, I'm going to head out from here. If you have not subscribed to Kentucky Ballistics, you need to, because this is the kind of stuff that you can expect. Warpugs, this is why the internet exists. And that is a happy guy. All links are going to be in the description down below, including the new house wish list, Patreon, everything like that. I will catch you guys next time. What is he going to get next?